Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to the long-range forecast for March 2nd to the 16th. First, we're going to talk about the system in the east. We'll take a look at it at the surface. Here's our low. This is the GFS. Bringing snow into the region, possibly changing to rain. It depends on these two systems. This system here to the north across the Great Lakes is fairly strong. And we're expecting a secondary one to form early Tuesday off the coast and then drift east. But this one gets strong too, 996, 995. So there's a struggle between these two systems. Now, the thing is that there's supposed to be warmer air moving in at the 800 millibar level. And that might cause it to turn to a mixture of sleet and freezing rain. But that remains a question. Points for that's across northern New Jersey, say parts of Pennsylvania to the northeast, will probably remain probably all snow. Mixture across northern New Jersey to the south will probably have a change into rain. Now this is GFS. This is GFS ensembles. Notice where the freezer mark is across southern New England. And then we'll take a look at the European. Oh, this doesn't show the freezing line, but see that line 994. And then we'll look at the Canadian. Still has it snowing, maybe just quite to the borderline. Keeping northern New Jersey and points northern Pennsylvania will be snow. And doesn't really turn to rain. Now we'll look at the Nav Gem. And the freezing line again is to the north. So the models are displaying a lot of different things. So that's all I'm going to get into with this because we got to concentrate on the long range part. So this is for the period for March 2nd to the 6th. And you can see that we have a ridge here. Positive anomalies developing here. Possibly will be developing blocking. And we have a zonal flow across the country with below normal heights here and here. Models are pretty good agreement as we go through each day, and we don't see much of a change. Now at the system, we'll have another system here moving through the southern states. You can see it lifts northeast towards the Great Lakes, and this spreads snow, possibly changes the rain according to GFS, and maybe severe weather points south. So that's the GFS. We'll take a look at the European. Moves the freezing line to the north. So that looks like it'll be rain. And then we'll look at the ensembles. Doesn't really show much. It goes out to sea. And then the Canadian. Brings precipitation in Friday night to Saturday. And probably be rain. And then the NAEFS. The Nav Gem, I'm sorry, lifts the freezing point because the system is to the north. Looks like it's trying to form a secondary here over land, so that would be a warmer solution unless it moves further east. So we're expecting rain across the Mid-Mississippi Valley and Ohio Valleys Thursday night to Friday, with also rain and snow. Which it makes extend across the lower Great Lakes into New England Friday into early Saturday. And above normal precipitation is forecast for the West Coast, into the Four Corners, the Middle and Upper Mississippi Valley to the Atlantic Coast. We're going to look now at the period from March 7th to the 11th. Get to the other map. We have a ridge across Greenland, with below normal heights to the south. You can see them here across the northeast. And we have a ridge over the northeast Pacific. Trough here across western Canada and the west. Our ridging is here. It looks like these two ridges try to join up, but that doesn't probably happen till later. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for below normal temperatures here, and I'm calling for anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal, maybe even higher across this area. Above normal temperatures forecast here, with the anomalies of 2 to 8 degrees above normal. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for much of this region here, and the probability of occurrence is 35%. Don't have a high confidence on this. And now we're going to look at the period for March 12th to the 16th. And you can see that these the models starting to display a little differences here. Take a look at GFS, bring below normal heights here, strong positive height anomalies here, trough, a ridge across a large portion of the nation, a little bit of troughing here across the Northeast. Ensembles are showing the same thing, but positive height anomalies here. And then we look at the European ensembles has a blocking occurring across from Greenland to the Northeast Pacific, with a broad area below normal heights across southern states, and pushes this trough to the south. I think this would be more like this kind of a pattern. And the NAEFS has a trough here, ridging across the southern states, still blocking across here. So I'm going to go with the blocking. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for below normal temps for most of the country, and I'm calling for anomalies that could exceed 10 degrees below normal across this area here. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here, and the probability of occurrence is higher. That's why you have a great confidence in the last period, but it's up to 35 to 40%. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion from March 2nd to 16th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.